Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm referred to as the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff organizations for more than 40 years. Let's talk about two body language mistakes that people make on interviews that are absolutely ridiculous and so avoidable. The first one, and I'm going to illustrate this for you in a second, is breaking eye contact. You see, if you're doing an interview and you start to look this way and this way as you do the interview, it just doesn't send the right message. You want to be focused clearly on the interviewer so that they get the idea that you're focused in on every word that they're saying, hanging on every syllable, as though they're reading the most important information in the world to you. So always focus your eye contact. Always focus on eye contact with the person who's interviewing you. Just don't sit there and start talking to people. And I know some of you are going to think that's ridiculous that people don't do it. Trust me, they do. Here's another one. And I'm going to try and illustrate this with the camera, but I'm working with an iPhone here, so I don't have a lot of space to work with. Sometimes when people talk and they're so forceful in what they're saying, they start making this chopping motion with their finger. That's as much as I'm going to do, folks. That's hostile. My voice went hostile. My behavior turned hostile. And if you want to use emphasis points, I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit so you can see this. You may have seen it on some of my other videos. The things I do with my hands, they're just very gentle and very soft that reinforce things. Now, I'm going to switch hands for a second so you can see this because I'm more comfortable doing it with my right hand. See, sometimes you want to do something that takes things point by point by point. I'm trying to go across the camera, point by point by point, but you never go across the face. At highest, you go to this level. But the idea is your body language is congruent with behavior that you're speaking about. So again, point by point by point. Instead of doing those forceful kind of gestures, I've sat in interviews with people who do that, and it's crazy. So this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, you're watching on YouTube, share it, leave a comment, do something that lets people know it was worthwhile. In addition, come over to my website, which is jeffaltman.com. There's a lot of great content there. You can get a complimentary subscription to No BS Job Search Advice e-zine, which I publish weekly. There's advice for job hunters good anywhere in the world in that e-zine. You can post your resume to a lot of sites from mine. There's information about my books and guides to job hunting. You can search positions I'm recruiting for. Just go over to jeffaltman.com and go explore it. A few final things. First of all, if your current firm's trying to hire someone, send me an email at the address below. Let me know who to contact and whether I should mention your name. I'd love to help you firm staff positions. Next, if we're not already connected on LinkedIn, send me a connection request at linkedin.com/in/the-big-game-hunter. You can use the email address below to send the connection request. This way you don't have to use up an invite or anything along those lines. Next, if you have a question about some aspect of job hunting, I'm a live person job search and career coach. Contact me through liveperson.com. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And finally, if you're interested in coaching from me throughout your job search, you can find out about my program at either jeffaltman.com or VIPpersonalsearch.com. So this is Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.